Jose Alvarado made an immediate impact against Boston on Sunday in his Knicks debut. He had 12 points, 2 steals. It seemed like he had his hand in several other situations where he was knocking the ball or flustering the ball handler. He had a steal against Jaylen Brown. He knocked the ball from behind, and he finished with a transition layup in the fourth quarter, and it just kind of typified the way he impacted this game. So very strong debut for Alvarado, who will make his Garden debut Tuesday against Indiana. But all in all, this was a bounce-back game for New York. Jalen Brunson not shooting it really well in Detroit at all. Bounces back, 31 points, very efficient, had a great shooting night in Boston. And Mo Diawara, some strong minutes for the Knicks rookie off the bench. And he's really showing you night in and night out, when healthy, he can impact the game, and he looks comfortable out there. So it looks like the Knicks may have something there in Diawara. All in all, 9 wins in the last 10 games for the Knicks. Again, it was the defense. The Knicks have one of the best defenses in the NBA over this 10-game stretch, complete reversal from what you were seeing before then. So a strong defense and a hot Jalen Brunson took them home in Boston, and you'll see Jose Alvarado at the Garden on Tuesday.
But what stood out to you the most in this one?
I think the well-roundedness of what the Knicks are bringing to the table right now, especially against a great team in Boston. You're seeing them start to lock down a little more on defense. You're seeing the guys like Jalen Brunson, who are supposed to come in and drop 30. They're making it count when they're on the court. And most importantly, Chelsea, I love, and I know you do as well here, the bench play.
Yes.
The bench play, it has been night and day. And we saw in the beginning of the season, Mike Brown really had everyone cooking. They were so well-rounded. Then we saw some injuries. But now you inject some life with someone like Alvarado. It takes pressure off of the high-leverage performers on this team, and it makes them a credible threat in the Eastern Conference.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, like Chelsea said, rousing success for Alvarado in his debut. You saw a little bit of everything of what you're hoping to get out of him in those 25 minutes off the bench. And it wasn't just him. You talked about bench play in general. Diawara was good off the bench. Mitchell Robinson, who feels like whether it's in the starting lineup or off the bench, is going to give you good minutes and contributions. We've grown accustomed to that. But for Alvarado to step in, Josh Hart battle on the ankle, no OG. It didn't go well in Detroit the other night before Alvarado got there. And you even saw it in that clip there, turn into the bench, some energy, some life, some fire for a team that, yes, has been playing well, but off of that road loss the other night where, it didn't look so great. And you had guys out of the lineup, and, maybe you need to instill and inject a little bit more energy back into the team. His arrival, good time for it. Like you said, good opponent on the road. Another team that's made some changes and additions here around the trade deadline, trying to figure themselves out. So excellent road win for the Knicks.
And a nice bounce-back win after that loss to the Pistons. Friday night, they were without Towns and Anunoby. Sunday, they were still without OG. So how big of a statement was this win, Alba?
I think this is a huge win for the Knicks. If for anything, you've got a vicious stretch ahead right now coming up, going the rest of the way here. You got the Pacers, you got the Sixers, not so far down the line are the Rockets. This is a trying stretch for the Knicks. So when you show the league that you can blow out a great team like the Celtics, when you show that you're up plus 10 in terms of bench points right now at this juncture of the season compared to last year, you're showing everyone that you have quite the arsenal, and I think that the rest of NBA is on notice right now.
And look, you look at that final score, it's one-sided, but you like the low number on the opponent's side.
Very
because
much so.
In that winning streak, they had gotten back to playing some good defense where they were regularly holding the opponents under 100 points. Obviously, things got away from them the other night in Detroit, which we referenced already. But I think because they've struggled against the Pistons, you want to send a little bit of a message to another team that's a contender in the East. And we understand the Celtics obviously are still playing without Jason Tatum, but a team that's going to more than likely be a factor in the playoffs. And we know what the Knicks' goals and aspirations are for this particular season. So to go up there and beat them strongly and to play as well as they did defensively is a good sign.